Alright, why don't we talk about Cinderbrick Fort? Because that's the other level that has fun pike vaults that everyone seems to hate. So first of all, the way people do the beginning of this level is so old, I'm surprised no one wants to learn newer strats. But whatever, you roll up this gate, this part is whatever, you just have to wait for the gates to open. You roll up here 4 times, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, shoot, 1, 2, 3. And now you just have to, this is just timing based, you just have to be sure how you're gonna get through there. Okay, so we're coming up to the pike vaults. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shoot. Okay, so you want to have this area open, basically. Let me clear some of these dudes. All of these dudes. Let me just kill everything. One more. Nope, many more.
So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort.
Okay. So basically, you're going to come through here. After you get the core, you're going to roll around the gate there, which obviously I can't do because the gate's gone. You're going to end up about here. Roll 1, watch the floor, and once you get up to about here, then you're going to start counting your rolls. You want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn north and shoot. Well, turn northeast and shoot. You want this piece of ground open. This should be plenty. The idea is you're going to jump right between here. In fact, you can clear more if you really want. But basically, the spot of ground that you want to roll off of is right here. It's not even the corner here, it's just this edge. Any part of this will work. You want to roll right off the edge, and as you're getting off the edge, pike vault and aim up this way. It's really important. You're going to roll this way. Notice the angle that I'm going is along the same angle as the floor tiles, but then you're going to change your angle to point up this way so that you can get to this corner of this platform here. And as long as you line that up properly, it's really, really straightforward. So again, easy every time.
Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
So again, roll to right here as they're going off this edge, pike vault, and aim up there. Alright, so I changed direction a little bit late there, so that's why that didn't work. That one even was halfway, but it still worked. You just have to get right off the edge of this. I think a lot of people sometimes, they feel that they have to get all the way to this corner, but you don't. You want to aim for right here, right below the corner, and that's plenty. As long as you get that far, everything's going to be okay. Then you're going to come up here, poke these out of the way, because you are not going to get this pike vault without getting these things out of the way. And then you're going to roll at this edge here, again, in this direction, along with the angle of the ground. You're going to roll this way, and then you're going to turn slightly north. You're going to go from being northeast to being kind of north-northeast. If you do that right, then you get the skip.
Kid ain't afraid.
Then you shoot those dudes and go on through. And there's also one more trick I'm going to demonstrate in this level, and that is right here. So here's the normal way of getting through this gate. You get right in behind here. Notice that I come in along the edge of this ground section. I stop right here. I aim halfway up the stairs. Roll, 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 and I get through. So that's how you do that without falling. But here's the slightly better way. So you... Let me just get rid of this guy. You get out too. Alright, so you get to around here. I'm going to have to show this at full speed later, but you're going to get to around here, and then pike vault. And you want to land right on top of the gate, practically. I did it wrong, but basically you want to land about halfway through the gate. Let's get another black rye. It's hard to do this, again, without setting up properly. It's hard to do this. But you're going to get to about here, pike vault, land about there, and then you should be able to roll through. Unfortunately, I waited too long, so I don't have it. No more black ryes? I think that's all the black ryes, so we're gonna have to do this again.
Kids blasting everything in sight with that newfangled musket.
So let's come back. Again, I'll show off the first 2 pike vaults, and then I'll show off the clip at the end on the fast strat. A lot of this is really just like you have to watch a run where someone does this, and you have to watch what they're doing.
Sure.
And if you do that and just like try to replicate it, usually it's not that hard. Bastion is not a super difficult game to control. You just have to know how to aim things, and you have to develop a muscle memory for stuff. Once you do, it's really not difficult.
Cinderbrick gave him enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right.
Shoot. Alright, so notice even that, which was like all the way out here, was still good. We poke out the stuff, we go across. Careful about shooting as soon as you land, and then we just pike vault right into there, and notice we didn't get it because you got a pike vault kind of halfway, like right there, and then I actually don't want him to move. I want him to stop. Okay, so you have to land kind of in the gate.
Skyway's a welcome sight.
It's easier said than done. It's actually easier if you time it from the beginning of the level. But if you get too far in, if you actually get all the way to this position, you're not going to be able to get it. You want to be slightly below this.
Their sorry hides to lose. Kid's blasting everything in sight with that newfangled musket. Kid takes down Glutus. Or maybe it was Glandon.
Get wrecked, Glandon.
Finally get the message.
Oh hey, Black Tonic. Can't do anything with it, but oh well. By the way, if you've ever tried to complete this level in a speedrun by actually killing everything here, you're doing it horribly, horribly wrong. There are no fewer than 3 ways to clip through this gate here, so you should not be ever actually fighting anything there. So we'll show it one more time. I'll do the first 2 pike vaults in full speed, and then I'll try to do the last one full speed as well, so that you can get the idea. And I will count out the number of rolls that I do, so that you can get the idea of exactly what I'm trying to do at the end there. Because there is, again, it's just based on number of rolls to get the right positioning, and you also have to chain your rolls very tightly. If you fail to chain your rolls tightly, your timing's going to be off.
The calamity was mercy. Normal folks. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks.
Notice that rhythm that I'm tapping the roll key. If you don't have that rhythm, you're going to go either too slow or too fast. If you go too slow, your rolls are going to have walking in between them, which is not optimal. And if you go too fast, you're going to double clutch because you will try to roll when you are not able to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. That was too far in. That was too far out. That was just right. So, it's easier for you to try it than for me to tell you, but basically your shadow of the boy is going to be like right here. So I can actually get back out and try it again.
And all their scumbag uncles.
If I get the right angle, there we go.
They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose. Kids blasting everything in
Dude,
sight.
so much. These things are in the way! Yeah, that wasn't it. We have one more black tonic. There. So again, that spot right there. What I will do is upload this video to YouTube. If I do, then you should be able to see where, like, you can pause the video and see where I landed. That's the spot where you want to land. It's really not too hard once you get used to it. Also, there's a black tonic. I'm gonna collect that. So, right here. Oh, close. But, you can actually fix that. If you get it that close, everything's okay. Yeah. Okay, so one more time. Full speed. Absolutely no stopping. I guess we'll do Prosper Bluff next, because that's kind of the other really hard one that people have trouble with. That one I actually covered at length in the tutorial, but never hurts to have another source of information. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The calamity was mercy.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, shoot.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Security's plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's
Not even
parade
close.
grounds. The sky
Too far, or too far in. There we go. And that's Cinderbrick Fort.